You're listening to the Oscar recap edition of Film Reel with Matthew Wegg and Chet Sever.
Welcome to Film Reel. I'm your host, Matthew Wegg.
And I'm your fellow host, Chet Severn.
And we are also joined by our fabulous, very energetic engineer, Bump Master Cisco.
What's up? Hey guys, what's up?
All right, so before we go into talking about the Oscars and the news rundown today, we got some sad news yesterday regarding Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton,
Game's over, man.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Bill Paxton, he's been in Aliens and Titanic. He was in recently Edge of Tomorrow and Nightcrawler. He was following some complications with his heart surgery, and he passed away late Saturday night on the 25th of February.
RIP.
So our condolences stretch out to his family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
We wish them the best, and we're all praying for them as well. So,
Yep.
What's your favorite Bill Paxton movie, Chet?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. If I had to pick one... Oh, gosh. The funny thing is that I've only seen clips of some of his older films. But the funny thing about Bill Paxton is actually he plays a character in Weird Science that shares my name.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So Chet's going to pick Weird Science. What do you, Rogue Cisco?
I'm kind of on the fence between Aliens and let's see.
So hard to pick.
Yeah, he has a lot of movies, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of great ones.
You know what? I'll just say Aliens. I liked him in Aliens. I just recently watched Aliens last night. I watched Alien and Aliens. And then I realized actually that he was in that movie after rewatching Aliens, and then I was just like, oh, damn.
I'm going to pick the most understated and overlooked action comedy of all time, True Lies.
Oh, yeah.
True Lies.
I forgot about that.
He has a part
Interesting.
in there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's one of my favorite performances. It's not one of my favorite, but it's one of the ones where I think of Bill Paxton was in that movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He passed away at 61, and he's going to be missed.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was so short notice because it happened. We got news Sunday
Yeah.
during Oscar coverage. So let's go ahead and go into that
Yeah.
because it was a pretty solid show.
Yeah, it was good.
I thought Kimmel did great. The bits of work. We'll kind of break this down, as we go along. But we have to address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
What's that? What's the elephant in the room right now?
So,
It's very big.
Best Picture.
More like a sore thumb.
The last award that was given out for a night,
Right.
had a little bit of a massive debacle. Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were presenting the award. They're opening the envelope, and you could tell that Warren Beatty's looking at the envelope like he's not sure what he's looking at.
Yeah.
So he's confused. So he wants to ask one of the stagehands, can you come here and
It's like, hello. Hey, we got a problem.
Then he gives it to Faye Dunaway for trying to just be like, what do you think of this? But
What the heck moment.
She actually thinks that
That's the winner.
that's the winner, that she's going to give him a chance to read it.
Uh-huh.
Which then she says, La La Land won Best Picture. So the crew of La La Land goes up to the stage.
Oh my god.
And they're giving their speech. And then the accountants and the producers start kind of quietly going on stage and be like,
They're running in. It looked
they're like, they didn't win.
hello, we didn't win.
And then the producers are hearing it, and then Emma Stone's you can see when she knows that they didn't win because she's actually there. She says, "Oh my god!" You can kind of see her doing that. And then I believe it Jordan Horowitz. He's the guy.
Yeah, Horowitz.
Horowitz. He's hearing what's going on. Then it's just we actually didn't win. Moonlight won. Which then they brought the envelope for Best Picture, opened it.
he just immediately grabs it out of their hands. It's like, yeah, here it is.
And
Here's
he
the proof.
pulls it out to the camera, and it actually says Moonlight on it as the Best Picture winner. Which then he very graciously and calmly was like, "I would be proud to hand this over to the guys in Moonlight. Come up here, you guys actually
Get
won.
up
This
here."
isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. You guys
Not
won."
joke.
Damn.
So now Moonlight is actually the winner of Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's not going to be that Moonlight won Best Picture. When people look at this Oscar, it's just like they messed it up. They gave it La La Land first, but it actually was Moonlight because of this card thing. So it's just going to live in this controversy, which steals away the moment from Moonlight because they actually were the ones that were supposed to win.
Yeah.
So that's a lot to unpack, and it's complicated, but
It's almost like that one thing that happened with what's his name on. It wasn't the Oscars. It was another award show.
there was a Steve Harvey joke.
Steve Harvey.
Yep,
that's
Steve
right.
Harvey.
That's
Jimmy
who did
Kimmel,
that.
who
The pageant.
who hosted the Academy Awards, found a way to sneak it in there as this debacle was going. Just like, where did Steve Harvey come from? I don't remember what he said exactly. It's like it's Steve Harvey all over again.
Yeah.
And another, let's not call it elephant in the room, but a odd little sore thumb.
Right.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
Oh God!
While everyone was kind of anticipating a different film
you ready for this,
entirely
Rogue
for
Cisco?
this,
I'm gonna hold on to my pants. Let's go.
hold on to your butts.
Are you ready to call this film an Academy Award winner?
And the winner was Suicide Squad
For what?
for best makeup and hairstyling.
What were the other movies?
Star
The
Trek
other two
Beyond
options.
and A Man Called Ove.
Yep.
I agree with it. Yeah. If they were like different
I
other
can't.
movies, like
Rogue Cisco, can you please say
Yeah.
Academy Award winner Suicide Squad?
Yeah, can you really say that?
Academy Award winner Suicide Squad.
All right.
I can't. I'm sorry. I cannot do that.
You just
Why
said-
not?
You just said it a moment ago.
I know I declared it, but I can't really
Why?
live with that.
Okay, I want to know why. Why do you guys not think it's an Academy Award winner? Why
I think-
don't you think it deserves it?
I think there's one good makeup in that entire movie, and that's Killer Croc. He has the best
Yeah.
makeup.
Right.
That's
But
it.
Star Trek has better makeup between the different alien designs that they have in that movie with the crew and the alien race, and how for the movie they're actually humans that are kind of transformed by the technology over there.
Right.
Better makeup,
Yes.
not Suicide Squad.
Yeah. There was only one person that had good makeup on, and that was
Killer
Killer
Croc.
Croc. Star Trek had, like, what would you say?
6 people that
Yeah.
had better makeup.
Or more, if you can say that. But anyway, that was whatever. We have to move forward from that.
So, congratulations to Moonlight. It is the best picture of the year. Moonlight
Yes.
took home.
Kudos for you.
Moonlight took home, and I'm looking at my ballot, which, by the way, I had an average of getting every 1 out of 2 right on my ballot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys should be following me. Moonlight won.
We got
It
director.
won Best Supporting Actor.
Yep.
It won. It didn't win Best Director. Not Moonlight. It won Best Original Screen, Best Adapted Screenplay, and it won Best Picture. It won 3 Academy Awards: Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Original Screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
La La Land took home 6 with Best Director, Best Actress, Best Song, Best Score, Best Cinematography, and where's the last one? Where is it? Where is it? Chet, help
Last
me.
one. Stand by on that.
Stand by. Where else? Oh, production design.
Yeah. One I wasn't really paying attention to be honest.
Oh, let's break this down. Films nominated for production design were Arrival, Fantastic Beast, Hail Caesar, La La Land, and Passengers. So breaking down production design, it's basically like the sets and it's a combination of the set costumes and how they shoot and how they actually are portraying themselves in whatever area
Right.
the filming at. So do you feel like La La Land had the best production design between something like Fantastic Beasts, which takes place in the 1920s?
You know, I don't know. It was like a.
The reason why I asked that because it won Best Costume Design.
Which makes sense.
Fantastic Beasts won Best Costume Design.
Uh-huh.
Which I kind of see those two awards go hand in hand, because if one's out of place, the other doesn't work.
Yeah, theoretically, it should have gone hand in hand, but I think the thing about the costume design itself for Fantastic...
Give me back my ballot.
Sorry.
You gotta look at everybody else's ballot.
Yeah. So,
see that? 12 out of 24. Matthew Wegg.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so...
got half.
I got half.
Back to Fantastic Beasts. I was happy to see that it won costume design, because I know that a lot of the times for period piece films, if you could consider Fantastic Beasts a period piece film.
It's a period piece.
Okay. Yeah, for most period piece films, somehow they figure out a way to not properly go all the way into full detail in the period costumes.
Right.
In some, like, for example, pardon me for bringing this up, but Man from U.N.C.L.E., and I don't mean to be a weird person, but there's a certain sequence. It was Napoleon Solo. He was with his woman, and of course she's not completely dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My parents and sibling, I will not give their name.
Yeah.
They looked at the underwear and they're like, that's not period proper.
Which is probably true.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
But yeah, back to my final point before you move on is that I think for once they didn't have, for Fantastic Beasts, I think they kept right on point with the period costuming. And that's,
all right.
that was a good thing about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's break down Best Director, because it went to Damien Chazelle for La La Land. He was in competition with Denis Villeneuve for Arrival, Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge, Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, and Barry Jenkins for Moonlight. Now, in my ballot, I had a feeling that they were probably going to split Best Picture and Director.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My mistake was I picked La La Land for Best Picture, and I picked Barry Jenkins for Best Director. Mm-hmm. If I'd flipped it the other way, I would have had 14 instead of 12. So,
yeah,
that would.
But I think The Right Man won.
Yes,
because La La Land doesn't work at all unless that director's vision is so straightforward, like a water hydrant that's just concentrating and spewing its information.
Right.
Because every shot in that movie is planned so meticulously.
Yeah.
And where it's going and how he choreographs and how he shoots it is just... I think it's the right winner. But, I mean, I can see Barry Jenkins taking the award too. But what are your opinions on that, Chet?
To be honest, I really didn't mind the winner choice, because for me, when I first predicted it, I was kind of shooting in the dark concerning that position anyway. But then it was like, once the show ran, I was thinking about it again. I'm going, just give it to them. No problem. I have no problem with it. And then they go, the winner, blah, blah, blah. Good for them. I called it.
Cisco, have you seen any of these films?
No.
All right. No. Moving on then.
No. I also didn't vote.
Yeah, I know you didn't vote.
Because I wasn't here.
Well, I mean, I did this at my house. So.
Oh.
Chet should have done his ballot, though.
Hey, I didn't think about getting the ballot at the time, but it was
likely story, Chet. Likely story.
To be fair, I wasn't really going to watch it last night because I was starting to get tired. Plus, I took a certain pill that I probably shouldn't have taken.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
All right, moving on to Best Animated Film.
Called it right from the get-go.
It went to Zootopia. It was combating against Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, My Life as a Zucchini, and The Red Turtle. Me personally, Kubo should have won. Only by that much, because Zootopia is an amazing film. I just think
it is an amazing.
It was well written.
I think Kubo's just slightly better.
Moana was pretty good too.
Moana would have been good.
That was a good Disney movie. Like after a while.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah,
that was.
Nobody heard of the other two, My Life as a Zucchini or The Red Turtle.
Life as a Zucchini.
Yeah,
My Life as a Zucchini though is coming out this week, and it is actually at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
wasn't My Life as a Zucchini just a selected theaters location movie anyway. So
Yeah.
I
Never
think
even heard of it.
Yeah, that's why no one would have heard of it, because it's very sparse selection of theaters
Right.
get to
Is it playing out here?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. It'll be playing at like a Lemley,
Yeah.
one of those smaller artsy theaters, like the
Yeah.
one that they're trying to build here.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, down in Newhall. Best actress went to Emma Stone.
That was easy.
That was easy. She was going to win.
Yeah.
And plus,
So.
I kept telling my parents it's going to be her. She won the SAG award. It's just going to be her.
Look, the SAG is not necessarily a correlation to winning Best Actress at the Academy.
Right, but that was like, for her, that was pretty much an
What you
instant
should have
fat
said was
pass.
that's like she's won the SAG and she's won this and she's won
Yeah.
that and she's won that.
Yeah.
She's pretty much she won everything basically, almost
Mhm.
everything if I check.
Yeah. But yeah, it was easy to peg.
Like, did anybody think that they were actually going to really give it to Meryl Streep again?
No, I knew it wasn't going to her. And plus, I didn't notice this, but someone else noticed it in my house, in which they were watching a shot of Emma Stone, and behind her was Meryl Streep. And once Emma was called, Meryl gave Emma the death stare, the Luigi death stare for, I want to say, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly 3 seconds. And then once she stands up and they turn back on Meryl to see what she was doing, she's applauding.
All right, we're gonna go. We need to kind of.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
gonna
applauding.
just kind of breeze through the rest of
Yep.
these. Best actor, Casey Affleck. Any contentions from anybody? No.
Nope.
Hey, he should have won.
Yeah, it was fine, no problem.
It was fun. It is. Denzel had more momentum from the SAG, but I feel like Casey's performance was stronger.
Yeah.
Supporting actor, Mahershala Ali. No
Thank
contention.
You. Thank you for correcting that.
Mahershala Ali. I hope I said that right. If you are listening, I really did try to practice your name because I think you're an amazing actor. And yes, you should have won, and you did. So,
Yep.
Mahershala Ali. Good job. No contention? No? All right.
No.
Viola Davis won for Best Supporting Actress.
No problem there.
No problem?
Good speech, though.
Okay speech. I felt like she kind of over-embellished herself in like the first minute of the speech where she said that her profession does this important thing, which is like, I like actors, and I'm in the entertainment industry, but your job's not that important.
Yeah.
So, but no, she should have won. So
Yeah.
that's good for her. Original song went to La La Land, City of Stars. Nobody disagrees with that.
No.
I also won original score. No one disagrees with that.
I can't because I've never seen it.
Yeah, I know. Why
No
are you
contest
why
here.
are you on this show? I'm joking.
I'm only your engine technician, just
Oh.
Enginal technician, engineer?
audio engineer,
Uh-oh.
So
Watch it,
I
watch
can just
it.
end this and
He's
leave.
aiming towards the record button.
So
I do deeply apologize. I'm having a rough day.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just one of those days, people. It's Monday. We're not totally used to being on this point.
All right, so let's
time
actually
of
talk
day.
about the show itself. So how much of the show did you actually watch, Chet?
I turned on the TV about the time when they announced the Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, so that's pretty much like maybe a quarter into the show.
Yeah. And then I watched it the rest of the way through before the Best Picture.
I
debacles.
like Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
I think he did a good job hosting.
The Matt Damon bad blood.
The Matt Damon bits were hilarious.
Yep.
CJ,
yes,
Rogue Cisco,
Yes.
Bumpmaster Siskel.
yes.
You need to treat yourself. Once this show's over, if you have time, go on YouTube, just type in Jimmy Kimmel, Oscars, Matt Damon, and just click one of them. You'll be laughing your ass off.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty funny.
I was laughing.
What I liked is that I liked his dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
I feel like every other host in like maybe the past 5 years, they've been so over the top.
Yeah.
And they're trying to search for jokes, but he's just very understated, dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, even at the end with that the debacle about Best Picture, he's like, "That's Steve Harvey all over again, guys."
Yeah, that was weird. It was
No,
like
this is what he opened up with during his monologue. It's like, this is my first time hosting the Academy Awards, and based on how the Academy Awards handles their hosts, this is probably my last time hosting the Academy Awards because they just keep trading hosts.
That's true.
Right.
I've noticed that.
And there was this bit I actually thought was hilarious when they were actually 2 hours in. He's like, guys, we're 2 hours into the show now, and Trump hasn't tweeted about us once. So then he actually has like his phone, and you can see his phone under the big screen, and he's actually texting Trump. He's saying, "You up?" Hashtag Meryl says hi. And then the tour bus.
That was really weird when that popped up because I'm thinking
I loved it. No, I loved it. So you didn't watch the show.
No.
Once again, just kidding.
it was fun when the tourists actually came in because
So
it was like,
in the middle of the show,
they met everybody.
Jimmy Kimmel was like, "So we have this tour bus that's trying to see all the famous people in Hollywood. We're actually going to have that tour bus come to us, and the people that are on that tour bus are actually going to walk through us doing the Oscars live."
Oh.
Yes, and I thought it was a sweet moment because it's just like, "Oh, that's nice. We're giving these people a moment." I think I laugh at two things with that. When he's talking to the the fiance to the
the engaged couple, the
engaged couple, and he's like, "What's your favorite actor? Who's your favorite actor?" And Denzel's in the front row.
He's sitting right there.
He's just like that guy right there. And then he actually like kind of married them.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Kiss the bride.
And at this point, Mahershala Ali had won his Oscar. So then Jim Kimmel was walking down and said, "Hey, you guys want to touch an Oscar? There's Mahershala Ali. He just won his Oscar for the first time. You can go touch his Oscar."
That was great.
And then there was a weird bit, though. I didn't really like it. It's Jimmy Kimmel was with that small kid, Sonny, and then they did the Lion King thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's a little bit insensitive.
Yeah, I was a little alarmed when he asked him if he saw Hacksaw Ridge. I'm like, why? It's like it's a fine movie, but it's like, why would you allow your kid at that age to watch that movie?
I don't know.
I guess, yeah.
What I liked it. It was a little bit weird getting into is that they kind of did like these looking up little clips to like people who were inspired by other people to pursue their career. Like there was a little bit. Charlize Theron was talking about how Shirley MacLaine inspired her to become an actor.
I've actually seen that movie that she was looking at.
The Apartment's great.
Yeah,
great
I love that movie.
The Apartment. I believe it's like 1943.
Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine, Jack Lemmon. It's a great film. Go looking for it. They had Javier Bardem talk about Meryl Streep, and they had Seth Rogen talk about Michael J. Fox, which actually came in a DeLorean, and
he looked
Seth
really
Rogen,
well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Seth Rogen was actually wearing the Future shoes.
He was walking really well.
Yeah, he was walking really well. Good job, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
And they actually
It's those Future shoes.
Yeah, Future shoes. And they flipped that bit because then you see Jimmy Kimmel talk about Matt Damon.
If we bought a zoo.
For We Bought a Zoo. Do you know the Matt Damon Jimmy Kimmel feud?
I don't think so. No.
All right. So first off,
what started is I'm kind of curious myself.
It's a fake Hollywood feud. I actually have no idea, but it's a fake Hollywood feud.
Okay,
that's between them. They like each other, but it's a fake feud. Recently, Ben Affleck was going on his show, and he came in a big trench coat, and he was a little bit taller. He snuck Matt Damon in on Jimmy Kimmel's show wearing the trench coat.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Oh, it's Jimmy Kimmel. It's Matt Damon." But basically, he's talking about We Bought a Zoo, which is a Matt Damon film, and he's just like, "Wow, Matt Damon's really trying to act. You can see him working. Like, that's just incredible." And then he's with. Then they call Ben Affleck and Matt Damon to the stage to present the award for original screenplay. But they don't say now up to the stage Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They say 2-time Academy Award winner Ben Affleck and guest.
Oh, damn!
Oh man, that was funny. And then
it was also like the happiest I've seen Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
he didn't look super happy though.
He did not.
Like you can tell that he's just like, yeah, I'm not really that happy right now, but I'm here, so I'm gonna put on a fake smile.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, get back to work on Batman.
And every time Matt Damon was talking during that bit, the music would start to play, like kicking them off. And then the camera would pan down to Jimmy Kimmel actually conducting the orchestra down there.
That's a cool pit.
That's funny.
That's one thing I liked about
Wrap it up. I want to go home.
Wrap it up. Want to go home?
So, like I said, I think Jimmy Kimmel, like in the past 5 years, I would say that he's the best in the past 5 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Was Billy Crystal in the past 5 years?
Billy Crystal. I want to say yes, but
I think he was like 2011.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So not past 5. So past 5 years.
Yeah.
So no, I like the show. It was definitely one of the better shows, except for the huge debacle at the end.
Yeah, that was the bizarre moment.
And the only reason why I say that it's such a big debacle because Moonlight didn't get to have their moment, accepting the award for Best Picture.
Yeah.
And now when people talk about Moonlight winning Best Picture, it's not the fact that Moonlight actually won Best Picture for being a great film. It's not in my top 10, but it's definitely like a bold, courageous film you guys got to go watch.
Yeah.
At least one time in your life.
At least once.
But it's going to be living in this controversy that they actually gave it to La La Land when Moonlight should have won. It's going to have that stigma over it, which kind of sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to go to break.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to briefly talk about some news, some trailers, some DC stuff, and I'm going to give you guys some recommendations for what you guys can watch on Netflix
Okay.
when we come back.
You, yes, you! Do you want to have a future in radio? Well, boy, do we have a chance for you! Come on down to Mentory 309, where we can put you, yes, you, on the radio! Don't have talent? We don't care! Shy! No one's going to see you! Just come on over and get onto the radio! That's Mentory 309! Remember, 309! That's 309!
This sponsorship was an unpaid effort to get recruitment coming to the Mentory 309 does not mean you actually get a job.
You're listening to Film Reel. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to Film Reel. I'm your host, Matthew Wegg,
And I'm Chet Severn.
and I'm joined by Bumpmaster Cisco.
Yo.
All right. So before we get into news, I got a couple of recommendations for you guys. If you guys have Netflix, I got 2 films I want you guys to go seek out. First one is a horror action movie called From Dusk Till Dawn. You might be thinking about, hey, isn't that a TV show on the El Rey network if you really are that savvy with TV? I'd be like, yes, you are correct. However, it was also a 1980s film directed by Robert Rodriguez, who directed movies like Sin City and Desperado and El Mariachi. I'm sorry I butchered that right now. It was also co-produced by Quentin Tarantino, who has a small role in the movie, itself.
Okay.
It stars George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, and they're kind of like these robbers. They're these robbers. They like hold up convenience stores. They're criminals. They hijack this family's RV, which stars I can't remember all their names. I just know that it has Harvey Keitel as the father and Juliette Lewis as the daughter, and they take them across the border to where they're supposed to drop off the goods that they just stole, to this really over-the-top, crazy, zealot-like strip club.
Right.
When they get there, stuff goes down because it turns out that everybody in that strip club is actually a vampire. And now they have to fight off vampires.
Okay, that just took a wacky turn.
Yeah, I was... Okay. All right.
I know it sounds weird, but it's really good.
Okay.
Like, I seriously, recommend it.
I just got weird Lincoln and Vampire Hunter vibes from that.
Better than that.
Okay, good.
Lincoln the Vampire.
All right. So that's like your fun recommendation. This is a really good recommendation. They also have The Last Samurai on Netflix. Last Samurai stars Tom Cruise. It's directed by Edward Zwick. It's also the first time we get introduced to Ken Watanabe. Tom Cruise plays a U.S. soldier who gets who's involved in I'm sorry guys, my brain's not focusing today. Tom Cruise is a U.S. soldier, and I believe it's like the late 1980s. No, the late 1890s.
1890s. Okay.
1890s. So it's during that kind of industrial rise, and he's in charge of leading a small group of Japanese combatives to fight off the remaining samurai present in this area in Japan. He gets captured by this area of samurai in Japan, and he actually begins to assimilate to their culture. He understands what they're fighting for, and then he's bringing the fight back to people that hired him. Sounds cliche. I get it. You guys are also thinking, Last Samurai, it's a white savior thing. Last Samurai is plural, guys. We're talking about all of them.
This
is a really good movie. Just give it a shot. It's really great. It's one of my favorite films. So.
Just like a new title that has a similar...
Stop talking about The Last Jedi, Chet.
Yep.
The Last Jedi.
All right. With that being said, those are Matt's quick Netflix picks.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Thank you. Other than that, let's go into the news. So Warner Brothers is developing a live-action Nightwing movie that's going to be directed by Chris McKay, who just came off of the Lego Batman movie.
Oh.
Do we think this is a good idea? And do we think that they're doing this because they know that Ben probably doesn't want to play Batman anymore?
Well, before I go into my quick comment about it, Cisco, didn't you see the Lego Batman movie?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of the Lego Batman movie when it came out?
Overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I just think it's like, for me, I think it's a little too. I mean, it's obviously geared towards children, right? So it has that feel, and you can obviously tell. But I did like the simple throwback jokes that they had in there, especially with Adam West as Batman and the whole shark repellent spray.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that was like that right there. I just laughed because I was like, damn, they actually went that far with this thing.
Do you think that Chris McKay as a director has a great understanding of what Batman is?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Just because looking at the Batman movie, it was it didn't seem like Batman kind of thing. I mean, it had.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so
yeah, I haven't either. But that's why I was asking if you thought it was okay. Because
everybody else that I've been listening to says that this director has a really solid understanding about what Batman is.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that Chris McKay does it, at least in this movie, to kind of poke fun at Batman.
Right.
As effectively as he does, has come from a place of true understanding. So this is what I've been told by other people. So if you look at it that way, maybe. But like I said, I don't know. I haven't been following the news myself. Chet, what do you think about the live-action Nightwing movie?
I think it could be a safe bet because here's my comment about that. For Nightwing, it's basically Dick Grayson again, but now you're flash forwarding, like, I want to say
not flash forwarding,
or going forward a few years in the life of a Robin. And the thing about Dick Grayson is that he was meant to be the happy Robin. And Nightwing, when Nightwing starts, he's trying to be that happy guy, but he doesn't know he needs to grow up. So I'm thinking that with McKay doing this, he should be able to start off with the funniness of Little Robin, and now he's heading into the big city of Bloodhaven, and he now needs to be like, I can't be Robin anymore. I need to be someone else entirely and grow up. So I'm thinking he could probably do that. Transition
do you think
well.
Do you think that actually maybe Nightwing's already established in this DCEU? Because this is what we know so far about the DCEU. If you guys can follow the mess that's out there. We do know that there is a damaged Robin costume that hangs in Batman's Batcave.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, first thing I can tell is that if they're doing a Nightwing movie, then that Robin obviously is not Dick Grayson.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably Jason Todd or...
Exactly. Yeah, Jason Todd.
I'm pretty sure it's Jason Todd all the way through, even though...
That was a question I was asking myself.
Despite everyone saying that Jason Todd was probably the only Robin in the Batman v Superman verse, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that Robin probably was also Dick Grayson.
Well, if they're thinking about doing a Nightwing movie, obviously not. You have to have more than one Robin if you're going to have a Nightwing movie.
Exactly.
You have to have Dick Grayson and you have Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Second thing. I mean, Ben Affleck's playing an older Batman.
Right.
So you can also assume that this Nightwing's probably established in the DCU as his own thing already. We're not really going to see that growth. We're going to see the character Nightwing and whatever trials he's going to ensure in whatever movie he does.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I asked for the show is this a response to Ben Affleck maybe not wanting to be Batman anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Is because you can easily cast somebody in this Nightwing movie.
Yes.
And if Ben Affleck doesn't want to be Batman anymore after Justice League and his standalone Batman movie, which he's contractually obligated to do those movies,
Right.
and they'd be like, and they want to be like, oh, we need somebody to replace Ben Affleck. We have this Nightwing character, and this Nightwing character actually become Batman.
Well, I can see that happening because he actually does do that in the comics.
See.
And if there's only one thing I would be alarmed with, or not alarmed, but want to be careful with and make sure that they actually do this is because I know Warner Brothers likes to copy some things.
Right.
They would need to make sure that they feature the other Robin, specifically Damian Wayne.
Why?
Because Damian Wayne in the comics did serve as...
Stop.
Hey.
Stop.
Let me finish my
Stop.
thing. Let me finish my thing.
Stop.
Damian was Dick Grayson's Robin earlier on, but that got rectified, so anything could happen. They could just give the Robin mantle to Tim Drake, for all we know.
Or
In the
there
movies.
probably doesn't need to be a Robin.
Or no Robin at all,
Exactly.
for that matter.
Once again, completely speculation about Ben Affleck leaving. No concrete sources.
Yeah.
No concrete sources. Just, some guys were listening to some guys on Collider, and it's like, let's run that story. Even when they say, don't run this story. You also have to wonder if Warner Brothers wants him to leave, which I don't think they do.
I don't think they want to either. It's just a matter of the complexity of how everything does in the box office.
Yeah.
Because if Ben Affleck sees that the results are like really bad on the box office review, like if they're like 3 slipping to 4, then to 5, then there might be a consideration of resigning as Batman. But if it's 3 going up to 2 and 1, then he might renegotiate a new contract to continue as Batman.
All right. Anyway, our final story of today, we're going to talk about this trailer that dropped.
Oh, yeah.
There's a new trailer for Kong Skull Island, which comes out March 10th, 2 weeks from Friday. Basically, it just showed us a lot of Kong in action and monsters, and I felt like I saw too much. I'm going to be honest. I felt like this is doing this like, yeah, here you go. I feel like I saw too much. I don't know if I really like this trailer. I like it when I'm watching it, but I don't like it afterwards. It's like, did I really need to see this happen? I don't want to spoil it for people listening to this. But, I mean, what did you think of the trailer?
As you were saying, yeah, I think it's a little overkill in that one sequence with with King Kong revealing himself the first time around. But this trailer kind of proves a point to a friend of mine who has a certain policy with trailers. He'll watch the first 2 trailers, teaser and first official trailer.
And then...
then he stops. He waits. He ignores all the TV spots, trailer 2, 3, 4, however many number of trailers that they want to bring out. And then he just goes in to see the movie and see if he likes it, which 8 out of 10 of the times he usually does.
All right. What I will say, though, is that I do like to see how Warner Brothers is being very aggressive with showing people that Kong is in this movie. Because one of the biggest complaints about the last Godzilla movie was that you didn't get to really see Godzilla.
That makes sense.
People hated that. So it's like, guys, not only is Kong in the movie, he's in it a lot.
Yeah.
You're going to see Kong.
Yeah.
You're going to see Kong do stuff.
You'll
Absolutely.
see lots of Kong.
What did you think of the trailer, Bumpmaster?
I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. It's just they've remade this. I think this is the second remake.
Yeah, the second
of the
remake.
originals, or the original.
It's actually more like...
Or is it the third? Fifth?
5th time?
I think 4th or 5th, because there's an original 1953, and then there's 1981, and then there's Peter Jackson's King Kong, and then there's this one.
And the one thing that sticks out to me is that they announced that this movie isn't supposed to be like an origin story for Kong.
But it is.
Watching the trailer, reading the synopsis of what this like pretty much movie's about, it's pretty much seems like an origin story all over again.
Yeah, it is an origin.
But you're gonna see this Kong fight Godzilla.
Yeah, but when?
In 2020.
In
2020. There it is.
That's a while from now.
There it is.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but
then the question is, what is Godzilla doing?
Well, Godzilla 2 King of Monsters is beginning production. Actually, they just casted somebody as Millie Bobby Brown's mom.
Oh,
Millie Bobby Brown's in this too. Huh?
She's in Godzilla 2 King of Monsters.
Interesting.
For those who don't know who Millie Bobby Brown is, she is 11 from the hit Netflix show Stranger Things.
So good.
They cast Kyle Chandler as her father. Kyle Chandler's been in Friday Night Lights and Super 8. And the recently Academy Award-nominated film Manchester by the Sea.
Uh-huh.
And they just cast Vera Farmiga as her mom. Vera Farmiga. She's in the hit A&E show Bates Motel. She plays Norm Bates' mom.
Oh, okay.
She was in Up in the Air.
Name rings a bell.
And she's she plays one of the main characters in the Conjuring films.
Okay.
So there you go. There's a little bump for you. That was reported by Collider?
Was it Collider? Ooh.
No, it wasn't Collider. It was it came to you from a very popular news reporting entertainment source. We do not have the source with us right now. This is very unprofessional. We'll try to be better.
Yep. Sorry about that.
All right, with that being said, we are going to end the show.
the show.
I wish you do this every Oscars.
I know.
Just, talk Oscars and then try to figure out what to talk about afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. I've been Matthew Wegg.
I've been Chet Severn.
And I've been Bumpmaster Rogue Cisco.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.
See ya.